I can't hear you. Put your thing on.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, now I can hear you. I know it's a little tough, right? It's fun going
Yeah,
live,
the
right?
Facebook didn't work for me.
That's okay, because it's because when you don't do it often, it's very hard to get used to it. You just got to constantly do it. So because you do it on your phone, it gets a little complicated. But this one's
Yeah.
I use that to do a lot of meetings on there. So
Okay.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So how was your workout? Workout was good?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Dickens with GetFitStayFit.com, and I'm here with Jasmine, and Jasmine's going to talk about her progress. When did you come on board with GetFitStayFit.com?
It was end of September.
End of September, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of 2020.
Okay, because I know there's a lot of Jasmine out there who wants to connect with you on your level, maybe who's going through the same thing. So I know there are about three common reasons why people find it very hard to get fit and stay fit. And I think one of them is time. People don't have time. And the second one is following a diet that's for everyone that doesn't work, which I like to call one size fits all diet. And the third one is difficulties, and like, because you adapt into a new lifestyle. For you, which one was it?
Which one was the hardest?
Which one do you think was it time? Was it, I don't remember, it was time for you. So which one?
I think it was just like sticking with a solid diet. Like I thought that when I ate, but like on my own, I thought I was monitoring what I was doing and I thought I was being okay. And then I thought on the weekends I could just eat whatever I wanted and everything would be fine.
Right.
But it just, I don't know, over time, it just wasn't working out for me. And especially after quarantine, I think I put on like a lot of weight. Right. And I thought I could lose some of the weight on my own by doing a diet. And the diet was number one for me.
Right.
Really know what I was doing. I thought I was like, I could just eat clean during the week, eat clean, and then on the weekend just cheat. But it's just, I never saw any results, so it didn't work out.
Yeah. So, was it difficult to adapt to the new lifestyle, to the way we structure stuff for you?
No, I think that the way you were able to create like the pick and choose menu, number one for me, that was great. We worked together. You created the pick and choose, and we worked together on how we could change things on the drop down menu. So there was a lot of flexibility in the beginning, which was great. And it really helped me to learn the structure of like how the right way you need to eat. And you need to be eating every 3 hours. And like, you have to stay on top of it to keep your metabolism going.
Right. But as far as coaching,
it was hard at first, but after a while I got used to it.
You cut off for a little bit. Can you repeat what you said?
Sure. I was saying that the pick and choose was definitely helpful. I think it was hard at first to get used to the routine of eating every 3 hours. That was definitely hard and something to get used to in the beginning. Right. But with the pick and choose drop down menu, I thought it was really helpful that we had some flexibility of choosing what I could eat, and it made it a little bit easier.
Right.
Over time, it became much easier. Like I just knew exactly what I was supposed to eat, and the meal prep became easier. I wouldn't have to look at like my drop down menu as much. I knew exactly what I needed to grab. So over time, it definitely became easier.
Good. But as far as the coaching, how did that help you? Seeing me weekly, checking with me weekly.
You stayed on top of me every week. So I would come in and I would kind of rate myself every week.
Right.
It took me a long time to get to rate myself as a perfect 10.
Right.
It took me a long time to where I could say yeah, I did everything to a 10. I followed everything perfectly to a T. But coming in every week and seeing my measurements, talking to you about the mistakes that I made, what I could have done better, that was very helpful. And even at the end, when I was at the very end towards reaching my goal, and I'd cheat a little more here and there, it was really helpful to sit down with you and just restart my brain and get back to knowing what my goal was, and definitely seeing the measurements week to week and seeing the body fat come down and my measurements come down. That was also helpful to remind me of what I was working for.
What about, coaching you weekly, talking to you to get you back, because, there's a form I have people fill out every week to see what mental state they're in every week, because every week things change. You face multiple challenges every week. How was that helpful, useful for you to get you back?
It was definitely helpful. Like if I had an off week, we would dive into it. Why did you have an off week? What was wrong? Why did you have that craving? And like we came up with solutions of what I could do if I had like a craving, for example. You helped me to get me like reset my mind and like get focused back onto what the goal really was.
Right.
The coaching was definitely helpful. Sit down and talk about what mistakes I did and what I could do better for the following week.
Right. So that's good, because I think every week you were making results, because I was looking at your stats, and let me share the screen with you for a second. So I was looking. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
You see which screen do you see? Okay, you see that. Okay. So this is your screen. So every week you were making progress, from week one, starting at the bottom right here, and then it may not be a lot of weight, but you could see the body fat was dropping and the weight was dropping, the lean muscle mass was going up and the fat mass was going up. And I think you went from 137 to 121, and you can see it went from 91 pounds of muscle to 109. So, and let me see how much muscle you put on since then.
Yeah.
So it was pretty, almost every week you were making progresses,
Yeah.
So like if someone who's looking to do the same thing, they're in a situation or the same lifestyle, like what advice would you give them? Was it difficult to get through this process?
So it wasn't difficult, but I really don't think, to be honest, I don't think I could have done it on my own. Just like being able to talk to you every week, I really don't know if I could have done it on my own. And you were able to modify my diet. Say I like every week, we would modify my diet, or we would see where I was at and how my body reacted. And you were able to change things based on how my body was reacting to the diet. I don't know. I really feel like a professional might be needed to help you really attain your goals.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really helpful. Even with workouts, we would like sit down and talk. If I had a silly question about a workout in the form, we would talk it out. Right. And we would even just pretend we were doing the workout in your room. So just whether it was talking about a specific diet, the mindset, or specific workout, anything we did was helpful in the session.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, looking at these results, man, it looked really, really, really good. So it's like, you total body fat, 24% body fat, and lean muscle mass, about close to 20 pounds of muscle that you gain, and you drop by 34 pounds of fat mass. That's very, very, very good. And like in 16 to, I think you were making changes every week. Looking at these numbers.
Yeah.
So how do you feel now that you pulled this off?
I feel great. Honestly, I think I've gotten past where my goal was, and I'm really happy about that. And now we're on to like the next step of trying to maintain the gains that we've made. I lost a ton of weight, a ton of body fat, and now I have to work on maintaining it. And I feel great though. Like people are always asking me, women are coming up to me in the gym and they're saying, wow, you look fit. What are you doing? And my coworkers are constantly asking me what they can do.
Right.
So yeah, it does feel good that actually people are also noticing.
Yeah, and these were your most recent pictures we take. Obviously, you look very, very lean there. Very.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So
I know.
The goal is to try to maintain that. Try to change. So it's. Would you say to anybody who's interested in this, would you just tell them that it's mostly a mindsets? Like we said, because every week we have a different story, and the job was, the point of me helping people is to change your story so that way it could benefit you, and more of an empowerment story rather than just say, oh, I can't do this, I messed up, I couldn't do this. So how would you,
my mindset totally changed. And just for example, going out with my friends, I never thought they'll go out with my friends and make it work. Like I never thought I could do it. Now just menu, I just scan the menu. My mindset's totally different. When I used to go out with my friends, I would choose like the baddest thing you could choose on the menu. Now I just like, I'm looking for the healthier choices. That has definitely changed.
Right.
I remember in the beginning, when I was having difficulty doing cardio every morning, you wanted me to do cardio every morning, or I remember it was like 4 times a week. We were doing cardio in the morning before work, had to wake up at 5 in the morning. And you changed the mindset. I remember coming in saying, I cannot do this, waking up at 5 in the morning before work, making my breakfast, all my meals. It's so hard. But you definitely changed my mindset. I remember you just telling me, like, you need to tell yourself you can do this, and just keep telling yourself that story and make it your story. And I remember like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it my story. And now I can barely go a morning without doing cardio. And if I do, it doesn't feel the same. I don't feel like as accomplished as I do when I do cardio. So yeah, changing your story is huge, and your mindset is definitely huge, and has been a big help.
I totally agree, because like I said, this the 3 main difficulty people have is time, or they following a diet that's for everyone, or difficulty part is this is where most people experience the most, is to adapt to a new lifestyle. It gets very, very difficult. And that's because of the story you tell yourself that you can't do it, you're not used to it, you gotta adjust your lifestyle with everybody else. It can get very difficult. So that's why it's important to have someone coach you to give you a different perspective on how to get this thing done, you know?
Yeah. And I remember thinking, like, in the beginning, I was like, oh no, I won't be able to like have a drink with my friends. And you helped me like figure it out. Well, like maybe for this meal, you skip your carb and you can have a glass of wine with your friends. So you also helped me to find the balance that like I can go out with my friends and I can have a drink while trying to achieve my goals at the same time.
Right. All right, cool. So what advice would you give all the other Jasmine out there that was looking to get the same results?
Well, you have to stay focused.
Right.
You have to stick to the diet. Keep your mind in the game. And if you're feeling lost, if they have someone like you, shoot them a text, tell them what you're feeling, what you're thinking. You were always there when I ever had a quick question, like, can I substitute whatever with my diet, or can I do this at the gym instead? You were always there to respond to me. Just keep your head in the game, and over time you'll get results, and just stay focused.
Right. And how quickly did you think you were getting results? The result was coming weekly, right?
The results came so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came really fast. I remember, like, I don't know, my abs came out in like just like a couple of weeks. I was so shocked. I was like, oh my God, I have abs now. Like legit 4-pack. I had abs right away. The results came really quick.
Yeah, but now they're a lot harder now, you know?
Yeah.
Look really good.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I won't hold you up for too long. Thank you for letting me interview you. So I'll see you this week, okay?
Yes, I will see you soon.
Awesome. Take care.
You too.
All right.
Thanks, Dickens. Bye.
All right.